Hey everyone, this is Pooh. I'm kind of out and about live. Had something on my mind in particular, and that thing was getting into an argument over the Terence Crutcher shooting in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and as to what the response of the police on hand should have been. Well, getting into an argument with someone I know who happens to be black. The outrage from him is that it was an unjustifiable killing. And I can't disagree with him necessarily because I don't know all the facts. The problem is that he calls it an unjustifiable killing before getting all the facts. Unlike him, it's a dilemma. I don't know. I don't know if it's justifiable or not because, again, no facts. All I have is a visual. I don't have audio from the cops themselves. I don't know what the hell happened. All I can tell you is from what I saw in the video, in which was argued that he was being completely compliant, is that, well, I'm not sure that he was, because usually, just from our experiences of seeing what police procedure is, the cops usually tell somebody to go to the back of their vehicle, and this gentleman just continued on past his vehicle and went to his door, to which at some point, the police follow him, but stop at the back of his vehicle. His hands do come down, and his right hand attempts to, hit the door latch, as if he's trying to get back into his vehicle. All I can do is guess that he was shot because he became non-compliant and attempted to get back in his vehicle, or maybe at the very least reach in. Now, it was discovered later, or reported on, that he did not have a weapon in his vehicle. Well, when exactly were the cops supposed to know that he didn't have a weapon in his vehicle? Are cops supposed to assume that there is no weapon in the vehicle? Because we've seen how well that's worked out for other cops, right? Weapon in a vehicle, they get shot. Now, at some point, I dared to mention that, statistically speaking, whites are killed at about twice the rate by cops that blacks are. And, of course, they refuted that without providing me anything, and that's fine, because I didn't really give them any link to anything that proved that whites are statistically shot by cops more than black people are. But the point is, his point is that, what, you're not outraged? Where's your outrage of white people being shot more often by cops? And I didn't think about it at the time, but sitting here, I'm wondering, what should I be more outraged about? The fact that whites are killed twice as often as blacks are by cops, or that the media covers it significantly less when whites are killed by cops than when blacks are? Where should my indignance be? So anyway, just that's what I was thinking about. I mean, it doesn't necessarily settle the argument. It's probably never going to settle. The argument itself is probably never going to be settled. But again, I can be indignant about unjustified police killings, but I'm not going to be indignant about it until I know whether or not the killing was in fact justified. And that's the whole thing. This goes back to an argument about how cops need to be held to a higher standard. Well, they are. Anytime there's a shooting, cops, the shooting is investigated by other police officers. They investigate whether or not it was a justifiable shooting. And justifiable is subjective, apparently, by this argument that I had. Well, just because a cop doesn't listen, or a suspect doesn't listen to you, doesn't mean it can make it right for a cop to shoot them. And I'm like, yes, it does. I'm sorry. Cops are given that leeway to make a shooting if the suspect becomes non-compliant. And the thing about this particular one is that I don't believe the police officer shot with the intent to kill. I don't know that police officers ever really shoot with the intent to kill. I'm sure, well, maybe some do. And those are the ones that don't need to be cops. Well, I guess that could also be taken into consideration also. Anyway, I'm speaking off of things that are coming off the top of my head. Point is, guys, it's okay to be indignant about police shootings. Is it okay to be indignant when police shootings of non-black people are reported less than those of black people? And this whole race shit's just amazing. It's amazingly bad. It's amazingly bad that any shooting, it can be turned into a race issue. It's never about, let's find out and see what had happened here. Let's wait for the facts to flesh themselves out and see what had happened here. Can we stop jumping to conclusions because a black guy got shot then the cop was racist? Because that's already been shown, or that the cop was white for that matter, because it's already been shown that's, with some of the more recent police shootings, that the cops were not always white. Anyway, I don't know if I'll keep this video up, guys. I'm just ranting about it and thought I'd share it. I don't know if I want to share it forever. Hope y'all are having a great day.